Okay. I don't know how long this will go, but usually I kind of do these videos for a while. So, welcome to the Berserker Claus show. My name is Jackson McClaus. It's another one of my favorite episodes. It's another one of my favorite nights doing this show. I mean, the thing is that, I'm trying to find an outlook so that I can do videos and record at night and everything else. I'm just trying to live my life and enjoy it and be happy every day like I am. And I'm going to put this video up on YouTube because you guys know that's how I roll. But I'm on my way to Brainerd right now. Let me just check real quick on my tablet. Yep, start trip. Picking up at the Baxter Arrowwood Lodge, 3 people. So I'm on my way up to Brainerd. I'm just having another one of those nights. And I talked to Eli today, and I told my boss, my assistant manager, I told him, about what Andy and I talked about and everything else, and how I just, I'm working on, trying to better myself, and that's what I want to do. But I don't want to, I don't want to leave Groom, and I don't have anything wrong with the company. I love the company. I think the company's a great company. I think there's so many great people that work here. I think the company's got, some great things, and I really and truly love how they have a great following. And, but I have to better myself. I got to make more money. I got to take care of some things. And I got to deal with a lot of issues that are in my life right now. It's just one of those things. I've been having all these really bad dreams and really bad things that have been happening. And I've been having a lot of negativity come my way. And I'm just trying to be positive. I'm trying to literally pull, the positive. I'm trying to pop the negative balloon, and start over. And I just would love to be happy. But the one thing about it is that, I can't sit here and be, negative all the time. I can't sit here and hate on everybody. And I just can't sit here and think to myself, what is going on in my mind where I just feel like everything is so, everything is kind of shut down. And I don't really know if that's my outlook on things, because sometimes I just feel like everything is just completely and utterly shut down, like I'm not supposed to be happy. But then I realize to myself that maybe there are times that are changing and things are changing, but I don't really know if it's for the better or if it's for the worst. But the thing is, I just got to take every day, one day at a time. I keep on having, dreams that, things are good and things are great. And then, I turn around and things are up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. And, I just really and truly hope that someday, things can start, going in the positive direction for me. I just had a lady, on my shuttle, just recently, say to me that there's a lot of things that, people do. They go out and get their ordained ministership so they can do weddings and stuff. And that's a good thing. And it happens. And I think it's okay. And I really hope that, I can do that, because I would love to be an ordained minister. I have a couple of weddings that would come my way in the future. Brian, and Becky's wedding, if they would ever want me to do their wedding for them, I would love to do their wedding for them. But I'd also love to do, TJ and Nadia's wedding too. But I mean, I would love to do that kind of stuff. I mean, that's the kind of thing that a lot of people would like for me to do, and I would love to do that. But you can go and get your ordained ministership anytime you want to online. It's not really hard. It's pretty easy. But I've been having some really weird dreams lately, and they're really weird, and it involves me winning the lottery. And I know that I would love to win the lottery, and I would love to have my life turned around, Basically, I would love to, win the lottery and be happy. And I ended up having this dream last night that I won the lottery. I won the Powerball and Mega Millions jackpot. So after the lump sums and everything, it came out to like about $300 million. That's what it came out to. And I ended up winning the lottery, and I ended up, buying a house out in Hasty, the one that's right off the interstate. I ended up buying that place and building a track in my backyard, and I ended up, doing all this fun stuff. And I ended up, buying, cars for people. I bought a GTR for Darren. I bought a GTR for Aaron. I bought a Raptor and converted it to a Raptor R for Josh. I ended up buying an Airstream or an Air Slayer, the actual Gymkhana car for Darren. Yeah, I ended up buying the Gymkhana car for Darren, and I ended up having a lot of fun. Got some bikers next to me. Yeah, I don't know who it is, but they look like they're pretty cool bikers. So yeah, I ended up buying an Air Slayer for Darren, and it was signed by Travis Pastrana, and Travis Pastrana came up here because they had the Ojibwe Forest Rally race, and Darren got to meet Travis Pastrana, and Travis and I were really cool in the dream. We were really cool friends. Like, he actually knew who I was. But the messed up thing is that I really was excited. I was happy, and I was doing things, and it was really one of those things that just never really occurred to me, and it never really came up. But it was things that happened in my past and everything, and I was really happy. And I was living the life. And, I someday want that to happen to me, but I just don't know when that's going to happen to me. And I just I sometimes feel like that's never going to happen. I feel like I'm going to miss out on, my pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I'm never going to be, happy. I'm going to die before anything like that ever happens to me. And it just really kind of sucks. And I've always wondered, what it would be like to have that kind of money and to have that kind of feeling. And if it ever did happen to me where I'd win if I ever won over $100 million, I don't even know what it would be like. I really wouldn't know what it would be like. I have no clue. I would really just never really know what it would feel like. I would just sit there and think to myself, am I supposed to have something go my way, or am I supposed to just be a failure all the rest of my life? And and that's what I think sometimes. But I never know what's going to happen in this world, and I never know what's going to happen, and I never really, it's not that I don't brace for the worst things in the world to happen. I always want the positive things to happen. I want, positive things to come out of a lot of things. And I wouldn't mind having, a thing like the lottery winning, like I wouldn't mind having that happen. I know a lot of people would be like, well, yeah, we all would like that to happen, we all would like to see what it's like, but I hope someday it happens for me, because, if I had over $100 million, things would be totally different. I'd be able to be happy. I'd probably build the garage that I want to build. I probably would, I'd probably spend a lot of the money building what I want to do and live my life and be happy. But I don't know. It's just one of those things that happens, And it's just one of those things that goes through people's minds, and it's just one of those things, man. So I hope someday that, that'll happen, and I hope, I can go on and enjoy my life. But right now, I just take it one day at a time is all I do, because I just don't know where to even start sometimes, because, I have these dreams and these visions that a lot of people don't take me, serious, because they think that I talk about these dreams more than I talk about life. But I've always had a really weird lifestyle. Like, I always dream like I'm a rich guy, because the thing is that I would like to be that way, because I think that if I'm rich, my friends would like me a little bit more, and they would hang out with me a little bit more, and they would probably think I was a lot cooler if I had more money. But maybe that's just because they're using me. I have no idea. But I never think anything bad about it. I just go and take it one day at a time is all I ever do. I just sit here and I go, one day at a time, And I hope that, somewhere deep down inside that somebody says to me, Jack, we know that you're trying to be happy, and we know that you want to live your life, and you want to be, this person who lives their life one day at a time. You always want to have a camera on you. You want to be, cool, calm, and collected. You want to know what's going on, but you also want to, take it one day at a time. And that's what I do. I take it one day at a time. I take it one day at a time. I take one step every day, and I just keep going down the line, and I keep going down the line, I keep going down the line. And all I do is sit there and think to myself, I got this. I got this. I can do this. I can make this work. I can be happy. I can, just do this and make everything right? But some of the times I keep on thinking to myself that, I'm going to miss out on something. But then I realize, what, if I just keep on going, things will be fine. So every day, there's always something that's in my mind. And right now, what's on my mind, to be 100% honest with you, what's on my mind is this thing with this divorce. This divorce hangs heavy, very, hard in my head, and it hangs very, hard. Because the one thing is I ruined it all with Joe. And I sit back here and I say that I ruined her life. I ruined her family's life. I ruined everything about their lives. So I want to make it up to her. I want everything to work. So if I ever win the lottery, the first thing I'm doing is I'm sending her and her family back to England. I'm paying for everything because I want to pay for everything. I want to make everything right. I want her to take what she needs. I'll fix the house up. I'll fix everything up that, is broken so she can leave. So she can leave on a positive note. The whole family. I'm talking Louie, Brenda, Ruby, Joe. I'm talking about everybody. They all can leave on a positive note. Because I want them to be happy. And I want to give Joe a proper amount of money that she can get a house in England and be happy. So yes, I want to help her out. And I know people are probably saying, Jack, why would you want to help this girl out? And I'm like, you know what? I want to make it right. Because the thing is I made it so wrong. I made Joe's life a living hell. And she deserves to have a better life than me. I just want to live my life and be happy. And I just want to, take it one day at a time. It's all I really want to do. But the thing is that, I can't really sit here and, I can't really do that right now because I don't have any money. But every day I sit here and I keep on saying, Lord, could you bless me with some money? Lord, could you help me out? Lord, could you get me through this? Because I've had people send me videos and send me things on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok and, Snapchat and everything else saying that if you skip this, God will skip you. And I'm trying to read these things because, one, I think that maybe if I read into them, God will help me out. Because the Lord works in mysterious ways. And all I'm asking is just for, a kindly handout. Or, to kindly be helped out. And if I win over $100 million in the lottery, I'll be fine. If I even win $100,000, I'll be fine. Because $100,000, I could pay off my debts. I could pay off all my debts, and I could start over. Because I don't like eking my way through life. But I feel like I'm going to do that right now. But, I also have a job interview coming up on Thursday to go work for Transtech, which I hope I can get the job. I hope they like me. And I hope I turn around and make them, I become a great employee for them. And we go somewhere in life. Because I hope that I make a decent amount of money with them. But I don't want to start with a new company. I just want to do what I got to do. I have a CDL. I have a Class B license. I have a passenger endorsement. I have an air brake. I have a health card. I am a fat, overweight guy who needs to lose a little bit of weight. Who needs to lose a lot of weight, dude. I seriously need to get down to 269 pounds. I seriously need to lose weight. I can't even see my own junk. And that's what I'm tired of. I want to be able to see myself. I want to be able to look in the mirror and go, God dang it, I'm a sexy beast. I'm not. I take pictures of myself, and I put them up on some of my walls and stuff, and on Facebook, and I just look at myself and I go, gross. I'm so ugly. I don't like the way I look. And then I delete the pictures because I don't want to post them up there. I just want to be happy. And that's all I really want to be. But it's so hard for me to be happy. Because I just feel like I'm missing out somewhere. I feel like somebody is telling me, Jack, you're just a waste of space. And I feel like I've done that all through Joe's life. I've always wanted to be positive, and I always want to be happy. And I just don't ever want to be negative anymore. But sometimes I still feel like I am just a worthless piece. I feel like nobody wants me around. And I don't know what I'm supposed to do. But I'm trying my best. I get up every day, I put my pants on one leg at a time. I go to work and I try so hard to make everything better. I go and I do what I can because, I just have to do it one way or another. I sit here and I try so hard to make everything right. I sit here and I think about everything and I go, God, if I could just make one person love me and follow me and think that I'm worth a damn, then maybe I'll do all right. But I can't keep winning when I'm so mad at myself, when I fail all the time. I'm down on my luck all the time because I hate the way I am. But the thing is I gotta change it. The only way it's gonna work is if I change it. Meaning that if I put in the work and I put in the effort, I have to do it all for myself. And that's what I'm gonna do. Everybody just sits there and looks at me and says, Jack, you have to figure out what you want to do with your life. That's what you gotta do. And that's the way I'm going to do it. I've been sitting here all the time trying to figure out, where I'm going to go with this, what I'm going to do with this, how I'm going to do it. And, I just keep on sitting here thinking that I'm messing up all the time because I'm failing. But I'm not failing because I'm a loser. I'm failing because I just don't have money. I don't have the means to turn around and take care of this lifestyle that I live. This rock and roll lifestyle that I want. It's like the song, it's all part of a rock and roll fantasy. I mean, I live my life every day like it's my last day on this earth, and all I want to do is be happy. All I want to do is be Camo Claus. And, all I want to do is do what I have to do. And people keep on telling me, Jack, if you have a positive attitude, you're going to be right there. And God's going to tell you, you got to just keep on going forward. Because you're right there. All it has to do is just change over. And as soon as it changes over, you'll be fine. But will I? Will I be fine? That's the question. But the answer, I don't know. I mean, it's like I have a lottery ticket right now in my wallet. Just sitting there, and it was for tonight's drawing. The drawing's probably happened right now. But I've tried to check the lottery ticket like 4 times now, and it tells me that the drawing hasn't occurred. But I keep on sitting there hoping that this lottery ticket is different from the next lottery tickets. I mean, because sometimes I win 2, 3, 4, 20. I win, a couple dollars here and there. But this lottery ticket's going to be the one that's going to win it all. I feel like I'm going to turn this lottery ticket in, and this lottery ticket's going to be, a big winner. Yeah. I feel like I'm going to win over $100,000. Or even more than that. But I feel like it's going to be something big. Because I feel like this one has been calling me, saying to me, Jack, this is the winner. This is the one that's going to be, the one that's going to change your life. And I'm hoping. I hope it's going to happen. Because sometimes people need a change in their life. They need a change of pace. They need something to look forward to. And I need to start looking and being positive. And that's what I want. I want positivity. That's all I want, is to be positive and to be happy. But I can't be, because what happens is I feel so negative all the time. I feel like somebody is just like pulling me under the surface and telling me that I'm not ever going to be a winner. I'm always going to be a loser. And the reasoning is because, one, it's because of what happened between Joe and I. And I never have anything against Joe. I love Joe. She's a great woman. She's been in my life for almost 10 years, almost 11. You know, I really wish that I didn't ruin it, but I did. And I'll never get it back, and she knows that. So, basically, if I have to let her go, I'm going to let her go. I'm going to let her go, and I'm going to let her live her life. Now, if, you know, things happen, where I come into some money, where I come into a lot of money, then yes, I will help her out. Because she deserves it. But if I come into enough money to get a divorce done, I'm going to think about it. Because I don't know what I want, dude. I just don't want to hurt. I just don't want to feel like I'm the worst thing that ever happened in Joe's life. But you want to know something? She doesn't even want you in your life, bro. I mean, she doesn't want you in her life. That's why she doesn't message you. That's why she doesn't talk to you. She talks to you on her terms. You know, when she sees you say something about her on Facebook, then she talks to you. But, you know, or when she sees you say something about her or whatever on YouTube or whatever when you go live, that's when she says something to you. But the thing is that you're just going through the motions and taking it every day, one day at a time. And you did mess it up. You did mess it up with Joe. You ruined everything. So now you just have to live with it. But she doesn't even want to talk to you. That's what's messed up. I mean, she doesn't even message you. You message her, and she doesn't message you. She won't talk to you until August 8th. Yeah. She'll get all the way up to August 8th, and she'll be like, well, I won't be able to see you till afternoon. And I'll be like, okay. Because she's working. Yeah, because she works on Fridays, and then she has Sunday, Monday off. Yeah. But it's not anything bad. You're just a normal, everyday guy who decided to take off on the 8th of August because, you know, you're going to meet up with a dude. You're going to meet up with a pastor you're going to meet up with a pastor at 10 o'clock, and then you're going to meet up with Jackson Dillon, who's another guy that you were in a movie with, who you haven't talked to for the longest time, but you're still friends with him because he still thinks you're cool and he wants to talk to you. At least that's what I get out of the whole thing. Who knows? I'm just trying to live my life, bro. Trying to be happy. Trying to figure out what's going on. You know? Yeah. That's all I want to be, is happy. I don't want to be down anymore. I just want to be positive. That's all I want to be. I want to have a positive feeling every time. I don't want to be down anymore. I don't want to be negative. I just want to be positive. I want things to start going my way. I want things to start happening for me. Because I can't keep on living my life in this negative aura that I have, where it just feels like nobody loves me anymore. Nobody wants me in their life. You know, I gotta go to my happy place. Which I really don't know where that is. I haven't been able to have a happy place for a long time. I mean, when I sit out, you know, when I sit outside at the Holiday gas station over by the airport and I have hot dogs, and I drink my drink, and I have a hot dog, I have 2 hot dogs and a drink. That's what I usually get. I feel really good about myself. I feel really happy. I feel like, you know, I'm okay. But that might not be everybody's happy place. But also, I don't worry about a lot of things there either. I just sit down and enjoy my hot dogs and my soda, or my Celsiuses. Yeah, I'm actually drinking Celsius is what I'm drinking. Yeah. I put 2 of them inside of a glass of ice. Yeah. And then I just sit there and I feel like I'm in my happy place. But, you know, I keep having these dreams. Like, I've had dreams, like, 2 nights. Like, I had a dream last night. But, like, what happened last night was I had that really good dream about, you know, winning the lottery and being happy. And then 3 nights ago I dreamt that I was killing myself in a bathtub of water. And I just keep on having these weird dreams. And I'm just hoping that something positive comes out of it. Because I don't want to be negative anymore. I want to be happy. That's what I want to be. You know? I want to be happy. I want to be living my life. I want to be great. I want to be like, you know, like I matter to something. You know what I'm saying? But it just is so hard for me to want to matter. You know, I just sit there all the time. I'm like, God, you know, why do I feel like I don't matter? Why do I feel like another person who's just, you know, just past the point of no return, and they have no reason to go further, no reason to live. You know? And then I keep on trying to be positive and trying to be myself and trying to say, oh, hey, I could change the world. Just by being positive. Make my friends happy. Being positive. Because, you know, winning a large lump sum of money and being able to buy whatever you want, that's great for some, but not for everybody. I mean, just having enough money to be able to pay off your debts would be fun too. Who knows? Just being able to pull one of those, you know, handle thingies of a slot machine and just hitting the jackpot would be like the coolest thing in the entire world. I mean, if it was penny slots, it probably wouldn't amount to anything more than $100,000. But that'd be better than a swift kick to the nuts. I mean, it'd be better than, you know, getting kicked in the ass. there's always something out there that is what you need to figure out. And life is always what you make of it, too. I mean, you can always be happy if you really want to be. You know? You can be happy, you can be negative, and not be happy. You can be upset and be down all the fucking time. You know? But I don't understand why people, they come into this world and, you know, until they learn about being positive, they always seem like they're upset. They just seem like they're not happy about being around other people. It's one of those things that I just don't get, you know? Yeah. Never understood that. Because, see, like, when I met people like Jeremy, my friend Jeremy Adam Williams, when I met Jeremy and Shay back in the day, you know, when I met them, I loved them guys. They were always, you know, my friends. They were good people. And I still love them. I miss them. I just haven't talked about them yet. Because, I mean, they wanted me to come see them at Elbow Lake all the time or go out and see them out there. But I don't live in Alec anymore. I live in St. Cloud, 61 miles away. Yes, that's from Alec. That's just Alexandria, 61 miles away. Yes. I'd love to go to Alec every day and go see my old friends and hang out with them. But the question is, do they even want me around? That's what I don't understand, you know? It's just... Oh, man. Oh. It's 11 o'clock at night, and I'm driving up to Brainerd, and I'm just feeling really downtrodden right now. Just don't even know what I feel anymore. Because it's just a weird feeling. I mean, I did a live, and I'm doing it now, and I'm going live right now, and I'm trying to talk to you guys about things, and I just don't feel like I'm me, you know what I'm saying? Man, I hate that. I hate that when you got that feeling in your head when you're driving down the road and you're just tired and you got that thing in your head where you're just like, I feel like I'm just going to fall asleep driving down the road because you have nothing better to do. Because when I was in bed last night and I was dreaming of things, I just felt like royal crap last night. I really did. Yeah, I felt like royal crap. I felt like shit. I felt like I didn't matter. I felt like I was just going along with the motions. Dragging my feet, you know. mean, there comes a time in a person's life when they need to realize to themselves that they are just completely and utterly, trying to figure out where they're going to go in their lives when they hit that pivotal place. I hit rock bottom and I said to myself, well, God, I mean, I need a positive outlook on life, and first thing he basically told me was I just needed to be myself. Just need to keep on being Jackson's yourself. Be yourself, be positive, and be happy. Then there's this other side of me that's just like fall asleep and die and be negative all the time. I'm like, no. Bad. Wake up. Because you just can't be yourself when you're passed out, when you're tired, and when you're just not feeling yourself, And you never know how it's going to go down. I remember back in the day, I used to just go for a drive. I was working, right? I was working, and I would take parts down to Wilmer, go to Hutchinson, Glencoe, and all these places, and it just felt so alive. Yeah. And then you felt like you were just yourself. And then you feel like, they don't need you anymore. Yeah, you feel like you just want to drop off the earth. But I don't know, man. It's just one of those things. This is the thing that I don't like about what I do is when I come up to Brainerd for my last couple runs in the morning, and then at night, I get that feeling, that sensation where I'm just like, where I'm like really getting tired and really wanting to fall asleep, and then just wanting to just say, hey world, I'm done. I'm falling asleep. I don't have any fucks to give anymore. Why can't you just make me a bar to where I don't have to worry about falling asleep anymore? Shout on that bar, and I get my second wind back, and I basically tell it to go fucking sleep. I wish I had that, but I don't. I don't know, man. Seriously gotta come clean, though. I seriously think that there's something wrong with me, and I've yet to figure out what it is. every time I go by Camp Ripley, I always think that there's something going on there that isn't supposed to be going on, and I think the government's hiding something. You know, maybe I'm wrong. Because maybe I'm just supposed to be a person who doesn't know what's going on, and then all of a sudden they'll hit me and I'll be like, oh, I'm supposed to be, you know, a person from the Lord. They're going to make Thor off of me, or they're going to make, you know, who knows, man. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing 90% of the time. Like, some nights I drive home. Yeah, I drive to work. Or I drive this van to Brainerd and go pick up somebody. And I'm tired. I'm so fucking tired. I just don't want to be awake. I want to pass out and fall asleep driving down the road and crash. And I don't want to do that because I don't want to die. But I just feel like there's no reason for me to keep on driving all the way to Brainerd to go pick up passengers who I put their lives at risk because I can't stay awake. Because I can't stay awake because I don't want to stay awake. No. I just want to turn and burn. That's how I feel. Because I feel like I'm just going to pass out. I feel like I'm not going to stay awake. Because I'm tired, but nice speed run. Yeah, that guy is just going to take off and fly down the road. Good for him. I hope he doesn't get arrested. Fuck. Yeah, I'm trying to stay awake, dude. It just sucks. Every fucking damn night when I come home. Yeah. Well, dude, this is what happens in my life, bro. I seriously try to make it home. You know, I try to make it work every night, going home from Alexandria, and I go to Perkins to pick up somebody. Or when I go to Brainerd. Drive on 371. Yeah, the drive from Fort Ripley to Brainerd. Longest fucking drive I've ever seen. I wish they would increase the speed on this road. I wish they would increase the speed on this road to 70 miles an hour or 75. Yep. 2, I wish they would make it 3 lanes. Because it's going to be one of those lanes that they're going to have down the future that is going to be, you know, there, and then it's going to be like, oh, we need to make one more lane on this road because we didn't do it when we first started. But that's neither here nor there. I mean, I'll tell you right now, that people drive down this road all the time and they wish they had more. Well, there are people who drive down 371 who are like, oh, I wish there was more lanes. I wish it was faster. I wish it was this. And I'm not the only one. No, I'm not. It's because it's the longest fucking road between Fort Ripley and fucking Brainerd that takes so fucking long to get down the road. It's ridiculous. It goes by so slow. And I don't know what's going on at Groom, but I feel like something big's gonna happen now that I'm leaving. But who said anything about me leaving? I'm not going anywhere. I'm trying to go better myself. And if the company turns around and says, well, yeah, you're gone, we're gonna give people pay raises now, but you're gonna miss out, I'll be like, you know what, that's fucked up. Because, after how many fucking years of having us, work for the shittiest little amount of money that we could ever live, and then them lining their fucking pockets with their damn, for their offices and everything else. I've been nothing but respective of Groom. I've been nothing but respective of Groom. I've even made my own damn Groom shoes. I love the company. But I don't love the fact that they hold money from us and they make us sit here and work so damn hard when they could have done it in the first place and just given it to us right away. Paid us to stick around. Because I would have stayed around if I would make enough money, but I haven't left yet. No. I haven't left Groom. No, I haven't. And nor am I going to. I'm going to see what this company has to offer, and I'm going to see what they do. But if it's the same damn thing as what I'm making now, I'm probably not going to leave. I'm probably not going to stay. I need to make more money. I need to be $18.50 to $22 an hour with tips. That's what I need. Yeah. I don't need somebody telling me that, oh, I need to go find a better job because I'm not going to find it here. No. One of the things about me is that I'm trying to stay awake. I take a nap. I sleep 12 hours a day. Yes. I sleep 10 to 11 hours a day. I try to stay awake so that I can work for this company because I love this company. I'm always here. I just wish for one damn chance in my life that something can go my way. I can win the lottery. I can hit the jackpot. I can win the lottery over $50,000. Yeah, you win the lottery over $50,000 or hit the jackpot of over $100 million. I mean, just something to change my life around is all I ask. Because I still work for Groom. I mean, I've been here for so long. I never left. I never wanted to go to Voight's. I went to Voight's and asked them if they would give me something better, but I stayed at Groom because I thought, hey, why leave a company that you've been working for the last couple of years? Just stay and see what happens. See what happens, bro. What's the worst that can happen? You can like the job? Because I'm sorry, dude, but there are so many things out there in this world that so many people miss. And that people just fall apart and they just can't pull themselves out of the hole that they're in, just to realize for themselves for one day that they're going to be better than they were 20 minutes ago. They have to be. Life cannot suck this much. It can't. There is no way in hell that life can suck this fucking much. It can suck the life out of somebody. It's bullshit. Yeah. Whoa, that's 71 miles an hour. Didn't even know that. Yeah. Whoops. Because sometimes you look down and you're thinking, cruise control. Nope. It's all good. I'm just one of these kind of guys that just hopes and prays and talks to the man upstairs and hopes that I can change my life around for the better. And what I mean by that is I'm hoping that somebody can tell me, Jack, everything's going to be okay. I hope somebody's going to say to me, Jack, your time has come. Your time has come and you're $100 million richer. Or you're $100,000 richer. Because you're going to pay off all your debts and you're going to look back on everything and you're going to be like, look, I'm fine. I enjoy my life. I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to change everything around. I'm trying to be a better me. Because you have to be a better me. You have to understand there's got to be a better place for something. You can't just sit back and wonder if you're ever going to fall apart and miss out on something that is going to be worth it. When all you're hoping for is you're hoping that you can change your perspective on life and hope that something comes out of it. Something turns around and says, hey Jack, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Go play. Because something has to happen, man. It cannot always be bad. No, it can't. It cannot always be bad. It can't be. Things have got to change. Things have got to turn around. Not every day is going to always be a shit show, you know what I'm saying? There's always got to be something more. Yeah, there's got to be something more. It can't be this bad. No, it can't be. And that's what I always say, is it just can't be this bad. But, who knows? You turn around and life is something that gets thrown out there, and you just feel like someone grabs a hold of you and says, hey, your time is up. It's time for you to move on. It's time for you to be happy. Not time for you to feel down. Something's got to give. And if God is my witness up there, I hope that He blesses me with over $100,000 or over $100 million. Because I think it's my time to shine. I think it's my time to shine. I think something has got to come out of this where I can feel positive. Because I feel like, I feel like I've done something good in this world. I feel like I deserve to win a couple times in my life. You know what I'm saying? But who knows, bro? It's just one of those things that happen, man. We'll find out when it gets here. We'll find out when it gets here. I mean, hell. Right now, God's got bigger fish to fry because He's going. Because for some odd reason, Danny Dodson has got so much going on in his life right now that the whole town of Glenwood's against him. And I don't know why. I don't know what he ever did to deserve that, but the whole town of Glenwood seems like they're just after Denny all the time. They're after him like he's a bad guy, like he did something wrong. I don't know. Baxter Arrowwood Lodge. That's the first place I go to. Yeah, I'm going to stop over at Holiday and get some more soda. Well, I'm going to get some more Celsiuses. Yeah. Probably get something to munch on. Some chips or something. Chips and salsa. My final thought right now of the night is this. I'm just going to continue to be myself. I'm going to continue to live my life and be who I want to be. If I want to be an ordained minister, I'm going to be an ordained minister. I'm going to do weddings, I'm going to do baptismals, and I'm going to do stuff. But I'm also going to get this divorce out of my way. Or I'm going to talk to Joe about it, and I'm going to figure out what we're going to do. Because I got to figure something out. And even if she doesn't love me anymore, that's her choice. But I still love her. I still care about her. I wish I hadn't fucked it up. Yeah. Yeah, the automatic fucking lights turned on and blinded me. So anyway, my final thought is I'm going to live my life for me, and that's how it's going to be. So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope this hits you, and I hope you have yourselves a great day. Love you.